Good morning. Good morning. It's Uncle Jackie. I'm here with Nurse Jackie. How you doing,
Good-
Nurse Jackie?
I'm good. How are you? Good morning, everyone. How was everybody's holiday?
I'm good. I'm sure they good. The holiday went by kind of fast.
That it
I mean,
did.
I enjoyed myself. I got a nice rest. How about yourself?
It's the same. The same. It went like you said. To me, it was just another day.
I mean, exactly. Um, well, today's show is about things, I'm on the internet a lot. I see a lot of videos. I see a lot of things happening. I see where the tide, so to speak, seems like it appears to be flowing. Um, you ever hear Nurse Jackie? Have you heard the term black fatigue?
I have.
And what do you think of that? Do you find that to be a racial thing, or do you find it to be true?
Once I found out what people meant when they say that, I mean, I hate to say it, but I find it to be absolutely true.
Right. Because even black people can have black fatigue because you get tired of seeing the that one that's always screaming and yelling somewhere because the milkshake machine is broken, or this is not going their way, that's not going their way. The person in the office just embarrassing themselves and their children. I mean, you see it all the time. I mean, am I right or am I wrong?
Again, I hate to say it, but you're absolutely right. And it's all the
Embarrassing.
time, every day. And I hate to say this as well, but majority of it usually are women, black women.
Hey, a black woman said it. I didn't say it. So, I mean, don't be mad at me, even though it's the truth. Do you believe if something is racist, I mean, if something is true, that it could be racist too?
No,
I mean,
no.
because I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like if you give some real logical examples and you sit there and say A, B, and C, and it's true, how can you label that to be racist? You get what I mean?
I mean, you really can't, especially because what you're saying before you are really facts, really.
Exactly. So facts can't be racist. But my point of that is the the white community is starting to, kick back with they're suffering from black fatigue too, and they're starting to show it. Like there's a term called chimping out. I don't know if I spoke to you on that one. And it's like, wow,
Yeah.
chimping out, really? And then it's like you got to sit there and see what that person is talking about. And then you sit there like, oh, I can't even defend it. You get what I mean? That's what I'm talking about.
And every day you're giving us more and more stuff to just shake our heads at. Like, and I hate to say it, I really do, but it kind of makes us look bad. Us, oh, I hate to say it. Common sense. We have common sense.
You think so? But I mean, we're supposed to have common sense. But if you sit here and look on the this planet's internet, we don't have anything like, and it's just embarrassing. And the things that people are seeing or using as a flex, I see it as embarrassment. Like you sitting there, like I don't know if you saw it, the teens that were they graduated. I think they were from New Orleans or they were from Louisiana. Let me say that they graduated and they all, like most of the girls, they broke out and started twerking. Like, what are you doing? Like, what? Why? Why? Like you can go to the party and do that after, the after party, but why are you doing it at the ceremony?
That's the culture now.
Yo, that is you just read my mind, Nurse Jackie. I swear, like that is the culture now. That black people's culture is synonymous with twerking and mostly ignorant shit.
Yeah.
And it's scary, man. It's scary. It's horrible, man. And then these children suffer too.
Oh yeah,
These
you
children suffer
and
from
that's
it.
the
Yeah.
thing. You really do see it in this generation.
And
How,
and
some kids were, brought up and how they were raised.
like the generation before us kind of dropped the ball. Then we kept the drop ball rolling because we didn't exactly do better beyond kids going to school but not knowing anything else. I mean, I guess it might be subject to opinion, but to me, it's just is easily objective. I'm looking at it objectively.
I don't know. My thing is there are no role models.
Oh, beautiful point. Beautiful point. Especially for little girls. Especially for little girls. And we've
Yep.
spoke on this before. Like, who is there to look up to if they don't want to look up to their mom? Who is there to look
No.
up to? Who? Sexy Red? Cardi B?
But I mean, those are the
The standard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, it's the culture nowadays. So
It's a pretty scary world we're living in if that's the case. But what we're gonna be doing today, we're gonna be reacting to videos and toxicity at a level that's just unbelievable. I mean, I kid you not. So yeah, give me a second here to set this up.
This woman went absolutely crazy on her boyfriend, and even her kids turned against him. But she ended up going to jail. You have got to see this.
So here I am outside. Me and my girl have been arguing all day.
This was ridiculous.
So I tell her I'm leaving because I'm tired of the abuse. I'm tired of the lying and the cheating. I'm a good dude. I help you take care of your children. Why are you being rude to me? So, needless to say, she flips out, starts punching and slapping on me, choking me, all this shit. And
Viewer discretion is advised.
because I'm out on bond. I'm not trying to go back to jail because you're being funny.
You out on bond? What you on bond for? My God.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not a bad person. I don't do this shit. So I called the police. She tried to call them and told them that I hit her, I hit the kids, but your kids threw fucking chemicals on me. I never touched your kids. I'm with
Viewer discretion is advised.
just skipped all of that.
She played the victim, and needless to say, they took her ass to jail.
Well, let's see how she got in jail.
Give me my shoe. Do you see how I'm getting harassed? She bought me a pair of slides, and that's kind of.
Wait. Did y'all see the little girl down there too trying to get the shoes on? What's going on?
She can have it. She can have the slides. I'm giving her the slides. I just want her to leave me alone. I'm literally begging her to leave me alone, and she's still harassed. I'm literally
Women know who to play with, man.
Oh, goodness.
That's what's without even seeing her face yet. That's the voice of a big bad.
I believe this dude's name is Black Guru. Shout out to Black Guru. Fair use.
I'm not coming anywhere. I haven't done anything.
This is crazy. Like,
Can you hear my shoes? Those are torn. I paid for those.
and that is the camera view y'all are looking at. Like, I guess the phone fell.
The little girl sound like it's even going against him. They done turned on him too, and he didn't help out the kids, babysat and all that shit. It don't matter. The kids is always gonna take the side of their no good ass mama.
Yep.
They are mine.
That's a fact. Good morning.
That's all I'm doing. Is trying to get
Hit
out
that
there.
like, sub, and share button. Come on in.
Unfortunately, he would be what most would
Listen,
probably
I
consider
already, you don't got
nowadays a
that
freak.
much stuff. You already look like you probably homeless. You need to just leave. Don't even take the little bit of stuff you got. You can get
Yeah,
most
just
stuff. Go
leave.
get a
If you
job.
mean
You
to
don't
go,
even
just
need to
go.
leave.
I'm getting my bicycle so I can get out of her house.
Little girl gonna be just like her mama.
I'm getting my bicycle so I can get out of her house.
Yeah, that's enough of that. I mean, we've seen enough, basically. Like people are looking at that, like you posting that, like you trying to get the response to be the victim, and I don't know what people be looking for when they be putting their life on Facebook. That it's not the fun part. Like you can at least get it when it's fun. You're doing something fun, somebody trying to, flex. But what's the point of doing this? And all it does is make everybody look bad of the
Well,
same color complexion, people of color, just make everybody look bad with this. Like even dude too, like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? Doc, what's going on?
hey Doc, good morning.
Yo, but
Well,
for real.
my my question is this: why is she even doing that in front of her daughter? Like, why do you even like that? Just looks so retarded. I'm sorry, but that just look it's so
Yeah, don't use that word again.
ratchet.
There you go. Better word. Yeah, that definitely was yeah, uncalled for. Very ratchet, very low class. And that's what folks are talking about, man. That's where the black fatigue is coming from. People are getting tired of the excuses, the bull. Like, why are you acting like this? There is no need for you to act like the way you're acting and the things that you're doing. The things that you're doing, like, but let me see. I'm trying to find where all right. They would call this man I guess a Sambo or Uncle Tom if you're not smart enough to know which is which. But let's get a load of this guy.
This is the life cycle of a black woman. Born into a household, angry mama, no daddy. Mommy smokes Black and Miles and drinks Hennessy all day. Random men come in and out of her and the house daily. The older the mother and daughter gets, the more jealous the black mother becomes of her daughter. By the daughter's teens, mother and daughter don't get along. Daughter grows up with low self-esteem and angry, constantly on the defensive, attacking everyone she sees. The daughter either gets pregnant in her mid to late teens or becomes a whore in her 20s like her mother. If she has a kid, she follows the same cycle that she came from, just like her mother. If she has no children in her 20s, she continues to be a whore in her 30s, and her eggs start to spoil. If she realizes that Maytag doesn't do repairs on her dying refrigerator, she grows into a miserable and insufferable whore into her 40s, as we all know today as Jasmine Crockett. This is the life cycle.
Such as Jasmine Crockett. She's an idiot. But we're not going. This is not about her. Oh, but the R word is back on the books. Okay. And Merry Christmas to you. But yeah, what did you think of what he just said? Do you find any of that to be true, or is it disrespectful?
That's not disrespectful at all. It's just a vicious cycle, really.
It really is, and he just spoke a harsh reality. That's what it is, and you're gonna have people who call him names because he spoke on that reality. It's not like he's said a lie, he lied or anything. He didn't lie. He didn't say anything wrong. But yeah, they're not gonna. Okay, okay. I think I found what I'm looking for. And then it's just bad. Like it's getting real. Black fatigue. Get ready to hear black fatigue chimping out. And the bad part is the hardworking black man and woman is going to sit here and receive these stereotypes just because. Not going to know anyone from Adam, but you're going to receive these stereotypes and you're going to wonder how. How? What do you mean how? You know how. Look at
Mhm.
your friends. That's why I wonder how you chill with somebody that you're not going to tell them about themselves. Y'all not that cool then. How you not going to say, hey, man, like, come on, bro, you ain't got to do that. Or come on, sis, you ain't got to be doing that. You get what I mean? Like, why? Why? Listen to this man. Like, boy, it's about to get real. And people think I'm joking.
So when do we get to start holding white women accountable who raise men like Trump?
Let me
You
go
hear
ahead
how
and
stupid
stop
she
you
sound?
right there, soul sister. That we really don't have systemic racism in this country. We have systemic ignorance. You think white women should be held accountable for raising men like Donald Trump? Can you just raise men that know how to pull their pants up where they're supposed to go? Can you raise men that can learn how to just not carjack people when they see them in their car? How about you just stop raising generations of young men that are going out in the streets and offing each other at record-breaking numbers, going into a recording studio, writing an album about it, while you, Tanisha and Shaquita, go out to the club every weekend and shake your booty to it? When are you going to raise men that care more about things in life other than how big a girl's booty is or how many girls he can stick his shit inside? When are you going to raise men that stay home and take care of their kids? I'll wait.
So when do we get to start holding white
Yo,
women accountable who
And that's,
how did you feel about that?
I mean, I'm not offended because it's facts.
That's what I mean. If something is it racist, if it's true. No, it's not. Even though he threw some stank on it with the Shaquita and the whatever. But even that's true too. That's true too.
Um,
That be the pseudo African names. And oh my gosh. Oh my God. And I'm not even gonna sit here and lie, man. I sat there and said I would never date a woman with one of those kind of names. I did. I did. It might have been bad, but I did. I said it. And man, now how did the black mother get there? Explain that one, Doc. The black mother get where? Like, oh, you understand what he's saying, nurse? Miss Jackie?
no. How did the black mothers get there?
Mm. But like I'm saying, you seeing more and more. Well, I'm seeing more and more videos like the one we just put up. I just put up. How was their mindset being built and what opportunities was given to the family, to that family? I mean, opportunity. I mean, all right, this is how I'm seeing it, bro. Like with stuff now, it's all about pride. I was just saying this to myself too. Pride, I forgot the other word I'm looking for, but it's not. And oh boy. Man, I hate that. I forgot what I was saying though. But the pride part, I'm gonna do what I want to do instead of doing the right thing. You know what I mean? No matter how right it is, no matter how many people say it. And that's what we on. Like if someone has been doing something wrong for 30 years and someone finally comes along and tell them, listen, you doing blah blah blah, they're more likely to get cursed out than to be thankful.
Of course, because I mean that's been their reality for 30 years.
Okay, I see where we going. It may not be I mean, it's a little undertone, but it's like the what was there an undertone when the black girl said what she said about Donald Trump? His only undertone is when he went with the names, but that's the woman said white women outright. She said white woman outright, and he just kind of like defended his white woman. I mean, that's and I mean you can say the undertones, yeah, 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 but if it's true, it can't be racist, bro. Now you could throw some stank racist shit on, like what he did with the names, the Equa and Ika, whatever the hell names he said. Yeah. Yeah, he threw some stank on that shit. He definitely threw some stank on it. But it don't take from the fact that yeah, a lot of us are conditioned in the wrong way. A lot of people aren't growing up. I mean, people say they were raised certain ways, but it just doesn't look like it. Like the way I was raised might not be the way other men and women was raised. Hers wasn't an undertone, it was an attitude. Yeah, but she also sounded stupid, like raise a man like Donald Trump. What, to be president of the United States twice? To what, be a billionaire? I mean, that was stupid. I mean, if we're gonna look at the grand scheme of it, she should have chose someone else. You're gonna choose the president of the United States. I mean, if you had a child, Nurse Jackie, and they grew up to be president of the United States twice, despite how people felt about them, wouldn't you be proud of that?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, it was dumb, bro. It was dumb. It was dumb. You think our great grandma want to have 13 or 15 kids? I don't think nobody did that in my clan. I don't think nobody did that. 15? Whoa. That's a lot, but they did do that though. The big family was the thing. Big family, man is the head of the household. Man goes out to hunt. The woman gathers and puts shit together.
And that's how it was when I was coming up. I mean,
well, you from the South, so you know us being from up north, it was a little different than y'all down here. You know, you were probably raised to be a wife, where a woman up north was raised on how to get around on the system. And it may sound wrong. If a white person just said what I said, they'd say they were racist. It's something racist about it, but it's not. Like up north, you taught how to get around in the system. You literally had women who were, and men possibly, working 6 months out the year, stop working, collect unemployment, and get food stamps, file taxes, and then do the same thing next year. Let's not play with Uncle Jackie, man. Don't play with me. Where we gather in the fields.
well, it's been a lot of changes and stuff taking effect, and a lot of people are not happy about that, which I don't know, goes to show you the mindset.
Yeah, because I gotta take a drink to that. Because it's about to be race war is about to be on, and black people can't win because we don't have the numbers. We would have to link with other people, and uniting is not a thing that black people understand the concept of. It seems like I don't even care how anybody feels about that one. I said it. I definitely said that.
It is true.
Yeah, because nah. Nah. That shit is just, you be speaking Swahili in America when it comes to that. But here's another gentleman that he don't care anymore. You don't think it's gonna be I think so, bro. Listen to here, man. I'm trying to told you, brother.
Is he trolling or being serious? You've also said you don't want to live near black people. Let's take a listen to this.
I'm a new generation of white person. I'm not living around blacks. Sorry, I want white kids, and I don't want my white kids bringing home black people to marry. It's racial for me. And call me racist. Oh, very Christian of you. I don't give a
I mean, it couldn't be clearer, really, unless you want to say that's another of your jokes. But you're basically saying, yeah, I'm a racist.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You're fine with saying you're a racist.
Totally. I think everybody's racist. The only people that aren't racist or pretend not to be are white people, to their detriment. White people are every single bit justified in being racist, to the extent that that means going out of your way to avoid black people when you see them.
Can you stand by that?
Absolutely.
White people should go out of their way to avoid black people when they see them.
They would be wise. wise.
Why?
Because it's a lose-lose proposition. If you're Irina Zarutska and you don't walk the other way, you get stabbed to death and you die.
Is he trolling or being serious? You've
We'll run that
also
again.
said you don't want to live near black people. Let's take a listen to this clip.
I'm a new generation of white person. I'm not living around blacks. Sorry, I want white kids, and I don't want my white kids bringing home black people to marry. It's racial for me. And call me racist. Oh, very Christian of you. I don't give a
I mean, it couldn't be clearer, really, unless you want to say that's another of your jokes. But you're basically saying, yeah, I'm a racist.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You're fine with saying you're a racist.
Totally. I think everybody's racist. The only people that aren't racist or pretend not to be are white people to their detriment. White people are every single bit justified in being racist to the extent that that means going out of your way to avoid black people when you see them.
Can you stand by that?
Absolutely.
White people should go out of their way to avoid black people when they see them.
They would be wise. Why? Because it's a lose-lose proposition. If you're Irina Zarutska and you don't walk the other way, you get stabbed to death and you die.
This is what would happen to a man in his 40s if he drank.
Yeah. How do you feel about that one, Nurse Jackie?
Now with that, I have to disagree.
Okay, what part? I'm just saying it's not even agree or disagree. It's about what's starting to happen. It's about the black fatigue. It's about the people are sick and tired of keeping things to themselves, is what I'm saying.
But see, well, he already said that he was a racist anyway, But I guess I don't agree with it because he again look at our race as a whole versus just a cluster of one group of people versus another.
I mean, it's a lot to go off of. It's a lot to go off of. I'm sure he can sit there and back up his feelings or his what he appears, what he thinks is factual. And the bad part is what I'm saying is he wrong? If you walking past a black man in the alley, are you scared or are you gonna walk past that? Not in the alley or somewhere on the street, it's dark. You know how it gets down here. You walk past somewhere dark. Are you afraid?
Yeah.
You pay more attention when it's a dark alley, not a dark alley, but a darker place and a dark figure.
Right.
Actually, don't even matter if it's black or white. But if you can see that it's a black person coming towards you, stumbling or walking towards you, there's probably, and a lot of people feel this, is probably more fear going through you than is this dude just walking on by. And he's starting to try to bring that to fruition. And we got a visitor, Doc 0528. Good morning, sir. Welcome to the madness.
What's up, Doc? Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I had to jump on this shit after this nigga wakes me up talking about this racist shit going on over here. What's going on, Uncle Jackie? What's going on, Miss Jackie?
What's up, bro?
What's going on?
I knew this would ruffle your tail feather paws.
This is too early for me, nigga. I'm just
I
getting up.
knew it.
I ain't washed my face yet. I'm drinking coffee. I just do some water on it. I ain't throw soap on it yet. Come on, bro.
Yo, man, I've been talking to Nurse Jack. We actually talk. So I talked to you about it too. Maybe not to the extent of talking to her, but I've even posted it on my pages. Like, man, get ready, man. It's about to go down, bro.
Okay.
Black fatigue is becoming a real thing because you're starting to see the conservative black people, such as us, all three of us, no matter what party we follow.
Okay,
Getting
bro.
sick of the, ninjas.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something we used to hear from, I'm sure you heard from your people. I heard from my people. She heard from her people back in the day. And it's a cycle. Because what were they saying back in the day on the news? Had to be a black person. Why they got to be black?
Yep.
It's happening again now, bro.
So my thing is this, bro. Okay. It's several parts to this. I can't even see the fucking comments no more that was up there. Okay. we gotta look at where we came from, bro, and our and we get to talk about our generation from what time we was born, but then if you look back on history on the generation before us and that generation before that, bro, we not too far from slavery, bro. I don't care what year we in and how much progress we made. We are not too far from slavery. One, two, as African and black culture, bro, we still don't have the first of many out there that never succeeded. You know what I mean? And due to the grace of certain um things that that certain people may not like, such as what Jesse Jackson opened up with the what you call that thing where black people could get inside places, not the Rainbow Coalition, but the just like the DEI thing.
Mhm.
Okay, basically.
I forgot the name. I forgot the name of it right now.
Well,
Sorry,
basically for
y'all.
the token black guy and the tokens and yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
not a token, but being recognized. But we look at it again, like our culture look at it as a token. It look like that how they give it is how it's perceived. You know what I mean? But that's not how it is, man. Like these people that get into these positions worked hard for where they had to be at. You know what I mean? And not saying that their grades is any different than the top tier grades. You know what I mean? But if you got 100,000 white people applying for this job, and they and 90,000 of them is 100 is 100, then you got 500 black people applying for this job, and they're all it is 100. How many percentage of a black person gonna get inside that job compared to 100,000? You understand what I'm saying? So the percentage is not there of how many people is applying or how many people is qualified for that position. But there
Right.
are people who are applying for that position or applying for this, that, and third is fully qualified. You know what I mean? So we hear DEI and we look at it at a bigger picture and at a broader picture that we shouldn't be looking at it because our the picture that they paint it ain't the same way that we have to look at it because we don't have that same opportunity. You know what I mean? Everybody don't have the same going to Harvard. You know what I mean? So the people that go into Harvard and studying that field, then they are qualified. You know what I mean? Whether it be a man or a woman. But that's one aspect of it. The second aspect of it, I'm going with the transsexuals and the gays. You know what I mean? Um, we never saw no transsexual or no gay person be like, you know what? Write a book about me. Write a book about my life and how, as a kid, I felt like I should have cut my penis off.
I'm
We
sorry.
never saw that. No one never came on the show. No one came on Oprah. No one came on that and never said that, bro. So we have to
Because
see
it was
who's
either gay or straight. It's that's mental illness, bro. To
that is, but whether it's mental illness or not, we can't. There's no person that articulate how they feel, and but we don't see that, bro. Like we see drag queen, we see what they want to show us, and then we
right.
gravitate to that, and we listen to the comments. Nowadays, we listen to the comments. We see the people that review that, and we take them for the face of their people. You know what I mean? And these are not the face of the people. Just like for us, the people that do the crimes is not the face for us. So
No,
if
it's
you tell,
not.
so if you telling me that we got one and Nick and that dude Nicky whatever his name is Nicky Vitero whatever his name is that you just showed on the thing, if he's the one that's going out there, yeah he have a crowd, yeah he have a following, but how many people? And he also given a stage for people to speak their rhetoric that they won't speak when they see a black person. You know what I mean?
Yo,
And yeah, they may move from a black person, but to guarantee they have a black neighbor, they be like, "Hey Joe, how you doing this morning?" You know what
no,
I mean?
no, that's
So
that's a fact. But they
so so
not
you
talking like that.
so you have people that if and it's the real racists, you will know who the real racist is because they're not gonna interact with you. They're not gonna want to be in a community where black people is at. You know what I mean? They're gonna be amongst their own. So, but when we start going to their places and getting the opportunity to get there because we got money now, or someone left something for us, then yeah, then we're gonna see the shift of them moving too. Cause we seen that in America. We've seen America move from white America move from different places, but we have to check, and this is what America is opening up to. White and blacks is opening up to this now, bro. Who runs this world? Who's putting this propaganda? Who is making these books? Who got these shows? Who is the executive producers of the show? Now who's the face of the
Mm,
show no more? Who's the
mm.
executive producers? You know what I mean? So now America is waking white and black. And be honest with you, bro, due to Charlie, may he rest in peace. I don't care about him too much, you know what I mean? But may he rest in peace. Due to Charlie Kirk dying, America is opening their eyes, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna put up a, another vid, and I'm just saying like, nah, you ain't, everything you said is crystal clear, and you ain't saying nothing wrong. It's just what I mean. Like the whole point of the show, bro, is like these folks saying they're not being afraid, even though it's on the internet. They're not being afraid to express. Like, look,
Oh
like
no.
case in point, right here.
But hold on before you show it. Hold on. Pause it for a second. But just like this is what I told you with Donald Trump when Donald Trump first got in there, that this is what he was allowing because he didn't put a line and be like, you know what, people, y'all can't cross this line. You know what I mean? And maybe and may, maybe he was floating on the lines of it not being illegal or being malice. You know what I mean? But this is what the doors is open up with Donald Trump going in there because his people that he needed to get inside there, he had to route them people up that was involved by by the system. But go ahead. Sorry.
What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, but I can hear it.
These bikes are unlocked. They leave the key in the bike lock.
Hold on.
And I moved to Japan because there's no black people here, and you can walk around at night. All these bikes are unlocked. They leave the key in the bike lock. I moved to Japan because there's no black
Bruh, that's not the only one. Like, I mean, it's a lot. I can't save all of them,
people
but
here, and you can walk around at
it's
night.
crazy how they talking. And this young lady, I think it's her who started that chimping out shit. I think it's her.
That white people have to provide and build everything so that people from shithole countries that probably benefit from America anyway can come here and tell us white people bad and then fly the flag from the shithole they came over here from. No, you get rid of white people, everything will collapse. This has been proven. People have had plenty of time to get their shit together, to build something different, get special privileges because, white people are so bad. So now we have to make up for shit that we didn't even do in the first place. That you'll be happy. All of the supposed oppressed people, there's no one oppressed in America. But then you get all these opportunities, fuck it up, but it's still somehow our fault. You never actually have a plan or a solution for what this utopia is going to look like. And we're supposed to just sit there and take this shit and take being called names, colonizers. You're colonized because you fucking lost. You're conquered. That's what happens because that is the real world and reality. I'm sick of living in delusions and fairy tales because it might hurt feelings. Get your shit together. All these shithole countries, get your shit together. And then you don't have to come here where the evil white people are. But can you do that? No, you get billions of dollars from all kinds of other countries, and you're still a shithole. Who's fucking?
Mm. And she was talking about other people had their chances too. You know who those people are? The 13%, quote unquote. Nurse Jack, you over there?
Well, I mean, that's from her perspective.
Well, we gotta also look at too. I mean, I again like propaganda, paid propaganda. Um, and I hate to throw these group. Who runs the media, bro? White people, Israel, Jewish people, black people, Italian people, um, Irish people. What kinds of people run
I mean,
run
one knows
run?
people more than the rest that you said.
Okay. Okay, so now that, right? So now if I got millions of dollars, right? And I don't have no money in my country because I'm asking America for money, right? But if I got millions of dollars and I could offer all these YouTubers to come down there so I can show you a religious, take a religious retreat, and you're not even that part, you're not even religious of that country.
Right.
You
Thank you.
come down there,
And
I pay
thank
you
you.
all the so now I bought you. You know what I mean? So now I feed you information or I give you a handler. And this is a lot of things that we didn't know. And this is a lot of things that we didn't know as black people. You knew about handlers before you got older?
What you mean handlers like
Like Kanye West having a handler, people feeding him.
yeah, yeah, I guess like an assistant, I guess you can call them, or
Yeah,
a
well, no,
gopher,
this is well.
or
We
people that,
probably we probably thought it was assistant. Yeah, we probably thought
or
it was
somebody
an
that gets
assistant.
shit done for them. You mean people that get shit done for them?
No, well, no, I'm just talking about a handler, someone that's gonna feed you bullshit in and put you in your place.
Oh,
Everybody, Michael Jackson had a handler. Everybody had a handler that was considered assistant, like we thought. You know what I mean? But then like other people will come in, such as Kanye West thing, that will give him medicine. You know what I mean? Michael Jackson had doctors. You know what I mean?
okay,
That
I
was
see what
feeding
you
him
mean. I
food.
see what you mean.
So people keeping you high, people keeping you supposed to be up to your level, but really they getting dirt on you or building dirt on you, having you go down a certain road that you don't normally would have, or giving you. It's like okay, it's like for instance after 9/11, right? Um, okay, not after 9/11, but before 9/11, people didn't like America, right? They in the YouTube, they on chat talking about Americans on YouTube, right? So
Right,
now you may not have that much hate for America or hate for this country or whatever the case may be, but you talking shit. Oh, I wish I could build a bomb. You know what I mean? Then now whoever's in that chat that's undercover cop or and now okay, we're gonna keep an eye on red dot 3 2 3 3 2 1. You know what I mean? So now when push come to shove, and now as an undercover cop, I come in there, I could show you how to make bombs. I could get the material for you. You want it? And as you as a dude that's not even serious about it, yeah, let me find out. And then now some people may go that route and want to build that bomb. Some people be like, I ain't gonna build that bomb. I'm scared. Like I don't want to do no shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's
right.
people that will manipulate you into doing things that you normally wouldn't do, but will feed you that spark because that you are angry at the time. You're going over emotions or whatever the case may be, or even angry. I mean, anger is an emotion. So you're going over then you do that. You know what I mean? Or you process it a step further than what you would normally do, which is odd and weird, but not necessarily to make you a terrorist. You know what I mean? But now you get charged for all type of terrorist things. But now in the books and you read newspaper, oh, five caught in the plot. You know what I mean? And all they was YouTube gamers. You know what I mean? That was talking about something at a time. You know what I mean? Like it's just weird, bro. Like people be put into place to trigger certain things, and that's not white man. I'm sorry. I was taught that was white man from Farrakhan and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And and things of that nature. But when you look at the history, it's just one sense of group, bro. It's just one sense of group. It's a set of group that's doing that, bro. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion and my assertment of everything in my life that I've seen so far. And I've been wrong a couple of times because I thought the world was something one way when I was growing up. You know what I mean? We evolve and we start learning for ourselves.
So you think like certain shit, like certain things, like is like there's a pawn. These are pawns put here to stir up reactions and keep the I guess conflict going, keep the
Yeah, yeah. To
bullshit
keep
going,
Yeah, keep. Yeah. But
separation.
I want to hear Miss Jackie take on it too. But yeah, I think so, bro. Like, I think like after the okay, okay, Ian Collin, I think his name is yo, that dude like he opened doors for a lot of things, bro. And he tell you go read this, go follow this, go read this guy. You know what I mean? And it comes down to the Rothschild, and it comes down to the people that I always say that. You know what I mean? That changed money. When we came from America, and I say we when we came from the breaking down from England, breaking away from England, we we try to make our own money because England. That's why we broke away from England, because the bank system out there was being corrupted in a sense. You know what I mean, it was being powers that beings out there that was trying to dominate the money. So when we came to America, there was nothing but funny money going on out here. Paper money that wasn't really worth nothing, but was trying to be worth something, because as Americans, we was making this dollar work. You know what I mean? If I give you this piece of paper and I say it's $5, then you receive this piece of paper for $5, and I get $5 worth of something from you. You know what I mean? And you respected that, and that $5 could have went to the pharmacy and paid something else. So it was respected. But now, when it came down to taxes, you had to pay in whatever money was the English money. So now the paper money, all this fruitless paper money that we making here, wasn't worth nothing, because when it came down to taxes. So people was like, I'm not selling a whole bunch of goods now, because if I sell her a whole bunch of goods, I gotta pay taxes on it, and the money that you give me, I can't do nothing with it outside of here. So that's where the banking system came from, and that's where the Federal Reserve was, which was started. You know what I mean? And that's where the power that being started. They put this stuff in place, bro. Um, Miss Jackie, you ain't got any thoughts or anything on that? I know we keeping you quiet in the corner over there. I wanna hear
Oh,
your
now,
thoughts. Okay, okay,
now, y'all conversation is interesting, but
okay.
um, I guess I have to elaborate on when I was saying this. When I said it was from her perspective.
Mhm.
Um, I think a lot of times, okay, I'm gonna say from my standpoint, because yeah, I'm just about there. Um, it's kind of nerve wracking to constantly hear complaints. And it's mostly, and I hate to say it, it's mostly from, from black women. And to constantly hear about what you don't have or what you want, you feel like something is owed to you. You feel like you don't need to put in a lot of work, but it's like you still expect all these benefits. And to be honest, sometimes it's a wonder I haven't kind of drowned in that kind of misery, because if you allow it, yeah, you can allow that to fester, and you basically end up being a old complaining, tired black
Mhm.
woman pretty much doing the same cycle.
Mhm.
So I think a lot of times it has to do with perspective. It's to the point where I'm just, and I hate to say it, I'm desensitized to hearing about certain problems that we have, because it's like, you know, a couple of years ago, so much money was put out there, for us for free, basically. And, the system was still being abused. So
I, yeah. I
it's
and I,
like,
yeah.
at this point, it's like, yeah, it's like you can't feel bad anymore. It's like you have to, why you keep complaining, or why you just put yourself out there all the time to look ignorant. And sometimes it does make you angry,
Mhm.
and it does end up, like I said, turning you basically against your own race, if that makes sense.
Makes it
And,
look like you're turning against your own race.
Yeah.
and to build on that, what you just said, because I just had a thought yesterday. Because I wanted to go, because 2020 killed us. 2020 killed killed us to where our mental slowed down. The generation, it killed the generation. That generation that grew up in that time, and I'm talking about the teens, 20 on down from 2022. Everybody was born in I guess 2000, you would say. Um, that process, their communication, their relationship skills is going to fall apart. You know what I mean? They're going to expect the kids from that era, the people that like my son was born in 2 years, 3 years prior to that. My son, he's going to have um some type of, in my opinion, and I don't want to wish it on, but it's going to, that era going to have some type of respiratory problem. And when years grow up, their lungs is not going to be as strong as the ones prior and the one previous to that ones. But to elaborate on I wanted to go back on 2018 to see where we was at as black people. Like what was we where was we at in terms of the race conditions of white and blacks, and where was we at as far as our confidence as black people? Because I think that even though we always try to get over, you know what I mean, or some people, a lot of black people try to get over or try to get a shortcut, you know what I mean, or try to save a buck here or two here, you know what I mean. But um I think our mindset was more so into creating our own space because entrepreneurship was hitting hard there. That's what I could remember, you know what I mean. But um when it hit 2020 and everything shut down for them 2 years, and it was choices of should I take this shot or should I take this shot? If I want to work, if I want to socialize, I gotta take the shot. You know what I mean? So difficult choices was put into place right there for a generation. You know what I mean? And I just kind of think I want to go back on and see where our mindset, go back and watch videos of 2018 of people doing shit, and just to kind of see where we was at, and read things, because there was a trigger somewhere. And not saying we wasn't always doing dumb shit, but we was opening our eyes. You know what I mean? We've been supposed to have been opening our eyes, but we was more so doing. We was getting more millionaires out there. You understand what I'm saying?
Excuse me.
Well, now you said something interesting. I'm sorry, but to piggyback on what you were saying, I don't know if it was 2016 or 2012. I don't know which year. I could be wrong, but I think it started with Trayvon Martin. I think since then, race and everything slowly started kind of picking up, and it just got bigger. And I think with the whole when the Black Lives Matter movement happened, it pretty much gave us an excuse to, what's the word I want to use? I guess assert some kind of dominance. But then I don't know. A lot of
I'm
that
moving to some
aggression
shit.
and all that anger, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think after that, things just got a little bit more chaotic.
And okay, Trayvon Martin was 2016.
I think it was 2016 or 2012.
Okay. Matter of fact, it was probably 2016, and I say that because it probably was 2016 because I remember being on the block when Trayvon Martin happened. I took a picture of the hoodie saying I'm Trayvon Martin. So
Yeah, I
it
think it
could
was
be it,
2016
it,
too.
it could be 2016. Um, yeah, I mean it was the race. A little bit of race going on, and then you got to remember the cops was
2012.
killing us. The cops was shooting black people, and that's where the birth of the Black Lives Matters came from. I never did like Black
We
Lives
got
Matter. You know what I
we
mean?
got a
And
2012 going on over here.
you got 2012. That's
Well,
what it
Chris
says.
Tom says, shout out to Chris Tom. She says 2012.
Yeah.
2012.
I thought I
Okay.
was down here when the
It was
Trayvon
one of
Martin
those
thing
years.
happened.
So then
But
it could have been like 20, if it happened 2012, then like 2014 maybe. I took that picture, but I don't. It don't seem like it was that because it seemed like I was still over there in South Brooklyn at the time. But okay, thank you for the comment. But Chris, but I just think that at that time, like the buildup was, white people maybe killing black people, or because they had several. It was Trayvon Martin, then it was a jogger that got chased down by the people in the truck.
Truck,
Um,
yeah.
and then the cops killing, and then a lot of stuff didn't come out till after the fact. You know what I mean? Like the person may have died a year ago, and then now the trial is coming up, or
Right. That's
a
yeah, because it
journalist.
probably did happen in 2012, but got serious in 2014.
and then the journalist comes out with it, you know what I mean, or comes across it and brings it out, and then it get traction on the socials, you know what I mean. So that aspect, yeah, and then I think mainly it was more so the cops shooting at unarmed African Americans. You know what I
Yep.
mean? That
Yep.
that that, that was
That's crazy.
getting us too. But again, like I said, like you said, Black Lives was birthed from that. I didn't really like it, but I
It
understood it.
was
But
bull.
in my opinion, all lives matter, regardless of black lives. I understand that you're trying to, specify to one race because that's the race on game, but it was doing it, in my opinion. This is when it first came out too. It was just reaching too much, you know what I mean? And then I'll watch videos on YouTube all day, you know what I mean, about riots and protesting and stuff like that, because my heart is in that, from my mom raising me in that type of household, you know what I mean. um so when I was looking at videos, you seen, um, and this was at a Wendy's that burned down. You know what I mean? You seen weird people that wasn't black. Doing things that black person would tell them stop doing. Don't break the glass. You know what I mean? And the news don't report that. The social media don't have that little article inside there, or had that little detail inside there in that article. You know what I mean? So when we get that picture, yeah, it looked like black people done destroyed Wendy's. You know what I mean? Black people done did, but it's the powers that be that put like
Let me step in
bricks.
though.
Okay.
Let me step in and tell you why sometimes. Now, I'm playing devil's advocate right now. Why am I reporting something that's anecdotal instead of something that's more bro? Yeah, you might get a news station that might sit there like, yeah, you had some courageous young men or women or whatever, trying to prevent it. Because I have heard that too. But what's going to grab you? If you're going to use the news now, what's more sensational? The fact that you had 80% of the people of color that was actually vandalizing and destroying, or they gonna talk about that 20% who was trying to keep order? Which one is more sensational? You get
No,
what I
but
mean?
but
Exactly.
but
Yeah.
but that's understandable. But you are okay now. You already got the story of the place being destroyed. Yeah, 80% of black people did it. But did you talk about that 1%, or that 0.5%, point half a percent of a person, that white person that was there with the shades, there with the umbrella, two white people that was there, you know what I mean, with shade the umbrella, that broke the glass and threw the cocktail bomb in there, and the black people were just protesting outside. You understand what
You
I'm
know what that
saying?
would be
So,
called still? I get you.
so
But we're talking
it's
about as a
agitators.
news station.
Yeah,
We
no, but
talking about
I'm
as a
just,
news station, that's anecdotal.
but
That's
okay,
anecdotal.
but not even anecdotal, but you feeding you feeling the flames
Yeah,
now, because you're
it's
you
sensationalism, brother. You you
you
you feed into my point, kinda. If you
So
see,
look, no, but I'm saying, but you have to tell the truth of the matter if you're a journalist. You know what I mean? It
no,
ain't
you
about
don't.
no. As a journalist, if you took that, it's just like being a nurse. Yeah. Nowadays you don't have to. You know what I mean? But if you took up a field in school, you like what you're doing. If you're a nurse, you like helping people. Now you got a lot of people out there that take a nurse and go for that degree for the money, and will beat up will scar up a person, will treat a
Right.
person real bad. You know what I mean? But that
I got
percentage is
you.
very low compared to the people that's in there for the good care and the good grace of taking care of people, because they love
Yo,
people.
this is why I'm gonna tell you that there's no ethics when it comes to news. You heard of the National Enquirer. We gonna stop it right there. This is why I'm trying to say it's about sensationalism, bro. When it comes to the news and the papers, it ain't about the truth. It's about what's gonna make people turn in and tune in at 10
Bro,
o'clock or 11 o'clock. What's
no,
gonna
bro,
get these
not no,
people over
bro,
here,
bro.
bro?
I'm sorry to say that I come from the days of journalists of Geraldo. I come from the days of
I
journalists
wasn't from far behind
uh
you, bro.
no, you wasn't, bro. But we seen real journalists. We seen people go out there on the field, and
Yeah, we
and
seen
and,
the
and we
yeah, we seen
also
it.
we also didn't understand. We also didn't understand the marketing of news. News not supposed to be a marketing thing. You supposed to report what's out there and not have an opinion on it. You know what I mean? Or don't have an opinion on the kids having fun on slides, and having fun on snow days, and then when people getting killed in when little kids getting killed in other countries, you ain't been like, wow, that's upsetting. You know what I mean? Like you got people and journalists in places now and that give you journalism how they supposed to give it to you because they are being produced and programmed, bro. This is what this uh, we are under a big program, bro. We are under a big program.
That's definitely for sure. That's why I hate to not change the subject, but move it over
Yeah,
slightly.
get
That's why
bro.
when you got movies like The Matrix and They Live with Roddy Piper, those movies with them deep hidden meanings,
Yeah,
like it's true to that. We are being programmed to a certain extent, and
yeah.
certain people are easier to program than others.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's why they have it us. You know what I mean? That's why when we go places like I've never met a person like me before. Yeah, because I'm not programmed 100%, man. I took the stuff I needed to move around. I didn't eat all the fucking ambrosia. I didn't eat all of it.
Word, word, bro. And not for nothing, like again, like the powers that being. Okay, during the COVID, we had mad people tell you, "Oh, this is wrong. This is what. This is that. This is inside the thing. This is that." You understand? And they got blocked out. They got blocked out. YouTube said
Yes,
ban them. YouTube like, nah, you can't talk about that. You lying. Oh, true factors or fact finders. Remember all that on Facebook and stuff? Oh, yo, you
definitely,
get
definitely.
YouTube jail. You get YouTube jail. And then
Shit, I
come
was in Facebook jail more than anybody. I
2
know.
years later, after the fact, 3 years later, oh, well, this person was telling the truth. And I
Yeah,
watch. There's a dude. And I hate. I can't remember names, bro. I hate that I can't remember names because I watch the dude faithfully. The Muslim dude that Muhammad that been speaking his shit throughout the whole COVID thing, and and he got
Farad,
banned. He got could
not
be
Farad.
it could be brown light skinned dude, brown skinned dude. He would like work out, got glasses and stuff. But I'm gonna get his name. When I get
I
his name,
think
I'm
I
gonna
know
come
who you're
back.
talking about. You say he got glasses, dreads.
He ain't got no dreads. He got a short. Got a fade. Dude got a fade. He look like one of us, one of the hood dude. But no, he look like a nerdy dude. You know what I mean? He a real nerdy dude.
I
But
may know who you're talking about, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Go
But
ahead,
but
keep
but
going.
that brother right there, he was talking throughout the whole time. Eat vegetables, take salva sap, do this. Here's the healthy way to do. Don't be doing it, that, and the third. He got banned. He took it to court. He took it to court in one trial. Now he's back there on his own YouTube promoting his own thing. You know what I mean? And still preaching how he's preaching. But I'm just saying that there's far less people that has um positive channels to broadcast on because they block that out, bro. They don't want you to be positive, bro. They rather keep that ratchet stuff on it. And remember, we at one point in time, fights was all good on Facebook. You know what I mean? You saw fights for days. You know what I mean? But you never saw
Right.
nothing positive. You never saw like now you may see a lot of positive stuff. Dudes walking around feeding the homeless, or putting them in hotels and stuff like that. All of that's propaganda. Mr. Beast propaganda. Mr. Beast come from a military, wealthy family, bro. Like these people that's supposed to be, you know, um, helping out us. All of that stuff is just to get you emotional and attached in this stuff, bro, and let you not think with your fucking mind and you open our mind and open your brain powers and just think emotionally, bro. You know what I mean? It's sad to say. It's sad to say. And I'm stuck in it too, because I'm guilty of it. You know what I mean? I'm guilty of a lot of shit that I'm satisfied in it. You know what I mean? I'm part of the system. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, shit happens, me.
I need to get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's it. Niggas just gotta. But yo, I'm gonna play some videos and we just gonna react to them before we end up. We end the line. We got a conservative bashing the liberal.
A black conservative, they always want to go, oh, well, they're.
Well, this
The
is
thing
true.
that pisses me off about the left is that every single time I post something about being a black conservative, they always want to go, oh, well, they're never going to accept you. You're never going to be one of them. They're never going to do anything for you. okay, cool. I don't want to be one of them, whatever that means. They don't need to do anything for me. Everything that I've ever achieved or received is because of me and my work ethic alone. Every single job I've had, promotion I've had, school I've gotten into, grade that I've received is because of me and me alone. Not because of my skin color, but because of my merit. While you sit over there and play the oppression game and wait for another government handout, I'm out here grinding and working and getting the things that I'm setting out to receive. And it has nothing to do with my skin color, but everything to do with the content of my character.
You know, a lot of black conservatives get that they get that stuff. You know, I get it on social media all the time. It's all about them. Some idea of them, like them, and I think they mean white people or white conservatives, white
That's
Republicans.
exactly who they mean.
You must have these ideas. And you must have conservative leaning ideas or Republican leaning ideas or voting for Trump or whatever it is you want to call it. And these ideas are not coming from your own brain because apparently black people don't have brains that we can think with. These ideas have to be either put in our heads by white people or these ideas have to be coming out because we want to be accepted by white Republicans. And I think it's very lazy, it's very simple, it's very easy, and it's very stupid. And it is a way that a lot of these people think.
What's your bag? Get your white boy summer.
Now, Nurse Jackie, I'm gonna start you off with that. As a conservative black woman, how do you feel when people talk to you? Some you speak to people and they see that you're very different. Your views are very different than theirs. Shit, even opposite. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, I get the typical, I think I'm bougie, or I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they think I'm better than everybody, but that's not the case. My thing is, it a- sometimes it has a lot to do with how you've been raised. Um,
Mhm.
but I say that loosely because you can still grow up in a nice two-parent home and still,
yeah,
you
piece of
know,
garbage.
yeah. So I just I don't know. I guess I can just the only thing I can say I'm just really much pretty much tired of excuses. Um Now, the government, or food stamps and all that is seeing that, and you got all these different rules and regulations, and everybody is in an uproar because of it. And it's just sad to see and hear because it just lets you know how their mindset is, and to be able to pretty much live your whole years pretty much just going through the welfare system. That's crazy to me.
Diabolical.
That's crazy.
Go ahead, Doc. How did you feel about the conservative view of this young lady that was speaking? Or if you have your own view. Because believe it or not, brother, you're mostly conservative yourself.
Well,
Independent and all. Huh?
I'm independent. I don't do
Yeah, but
titles, bro,
independent
because
doesn't
you
have
know what?
anything to do with being conservative.
Yo, bro, I don't do titles, bro, and I hate titles. You know why? Because the titles don't make no sense to me, bro. Like, because everybody's human beings. Fuck what you are. Fuck what your views are. Because end of the day, you bleed like I breathe. You eat like I eat and stuff like that. And if we all looked out for each other, we'd be a better person than fucking looking at us different views. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't like titles. You know what I mean? Or categories, because now someone's gonna look at you differently, and even though you may function, you you may not function to their full capacity of being a liberal. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. So I don't like it, but to go back to what she said, I mean, I respect her because you know what I mean. If you did on your own and and you got your position, yeah, I mean, you had the doors not open for you, but you created doors for you. You know what I mean? So I'm all for it, and kudos to her. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, bro. Like I ain't got nothing against that right there, and it's all about where you at. And I don't know, like. I don't want to say opportunity because it's opportunities and much more than that. And I mean, it's all about your surroundings. I mean, it's
Yeah,
all
that could
about your
be true
surroundings,
too.
bro.
Now, for me, I ain't gonna front. I do appreciate the labeling of the liberals, the conservative, the progressive, whatever have you. Now, this has nothing to do with Democratic or Republican. It just shows like what do you feel about how people are doing, and why I choose and I see I'm conservative is because I'm not full right wing, but basically I am right. But yeah, I believe in people getting up off their ass, and I believe the only people that deserve help are the people that are working hard for themselves. And they may have slipped, which is what unemployment is for. You slipped, you fucked up a little bit. You need this help. You deserve it. Or the person that's sitting there with 5, 6 fucking kids, 5, 10, 15 kids, they got a job. They doing 50 hours a fucking week. They doing what they got to do. Yes, you need help. You're doing everything in your power to, help yourself and your family. You're not sitting there reaching for a fucking handout. Well, if I sit there and 10 times, what is it, 100 and I don't know how much they get per kid. I've never been on well, I don't know. But whatever times this and you get this and that and the third, and I got $10,000 in stamps a month. I could flip this and go to Hawaii and I can go to Jamaica and blah blah. Come on, bro. Like
Yeah, that that
why
that that that
why
now,
am I
now
helping that?
now that's dumb. Like all of that, what you just said, like and that's people taking advantage of and doing dumb shit
That's
with
what
with,
I'm
with
saying. That's
you
the liberal
understand?
shit,
So
bro.
yeah, bro. So that is dumb. But okay, bro. But okay, I'm not gonna say having 5 kids is good too, cause you ain't supposed to have 5 kids if you ain't fucking stable to take care of the first two. You know what I mean? So
You dig?
I can't respect that 5 kid shit. But there, if it is 5 kids, okay. But now if okay, say 5 kids and our government be like, you know what? I got a job, I got a place for you moms that could work for 40 hours a week. You know what I mean? I get a paycheck. You get a
Trump only
minimum.
asked for 20.
Look. I get a minimum. You get minimum wage paycheck, right? 40 hours a week, and we pay for your babysitting. We pay
And
for your
housing.
babysitting, and not housing. Not housing. You have to
Minimum
pay for,
wage.
but housing wouldn't be so expensive. You know what I mean?
Okay, I
Housing
respect
ain't gonna
that.
be
I
so
respect that.
expensive now because now we have to. As I said, we have to look at the problem now. And yeah, we take advantage of certain shit, but now
Ain't
one
no we.
problem
You
is
know what, bro?
one one.
I gotta say, it ain't no we. Fuck
I, I'm
that.
saying I'm saying we because I grew up in the hood, you know what I mean,
I did.
and the same person that was on food stamps out there, I got love for. Now the person that did the bullshit with the food stamps, I got love for them too, because you know why they took advantage of the situation, not because,
While they could.
uh, yeah, while they could, you understand, but you got a lot of people that sits on it, like y'all saying, and yeah, who y'all talking about, you know what I mean? And then you got people that get on it or stay on it because they see money coming in. Now I get more money by having another child. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Exactly.
it should be a cap. It should be. And again, like I said, we gotta get to the roots of the problem. One problem is you having 5 kids out of wedlock, and after the first two, it didn't work out, and you can't take care of. Bitch, you need to look at it with your decisions. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's
that
that.
management
That
is crazy.
so that's where that comes from, one aspect. And then we have to look at the other problems that's out there, as far as after she have 2 kids and she can't barely get to work now, you know what I mean? Now she realized if I stay on it's the benefits of staying on it, you know what I mean? So
Right.
if the benefit of staying on it is way out more than me working, I'm gonna take advantage of it. I mean, as a bitch, you know what I mean? And just like I said, excuse my language, Nurse Jackie, I always said, if I was a female, bro, like at the time that I was growing up, and he had all these old men paying females for spending time with them and think they gonna get the cootie, my nigga, you gonna think you gonna get the cootie, but you ain't getting this cootie, nigga. You know what I mean? You're not getting it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come and
Yeah.
chill with
Right.
you. You gonna come smell my hair. You gonna do all of that shit, motherfucker. But you're not
I'm gonna
touching this
smile in
cootie.
your face
You
and
know
you
what I mean?
ain't getting nothing.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. You know what I mean? Now that's wrong too. You know what I mean? But there's people out there, and now as I'm getting older now, you know what I mean? And I'm a single dude, you know what I mean, that's out there in the world. You want companionship, you know what I mean? It may not be always for fucking sex, you know what I mean? So you may have a dude out there that want to pay for fucking his $40 to come sit with me. I'm not that dude, you know what I mean? But I could see you be like, yo, damn, nigga, you, you better go out there and go to a club and find yourself somebody. You better go to senior citizen and find somebody, you know what I mean? So I okay, we are each living a human experience. Once you add titles and judge one another, it becomes messy. And yeah, it do, and then and that's why I guess not our ancestors, but our parents never discussed being their political views and or their ways. You know what I mean? Because it could cause friction among friends. You know what I mean? It could cause friction among coworkers. It could cause friction amongst your employee, you know what I mean, how they look at you, you know what I mean. Look what happened to Ebro in the morning out here in New York. He gets fired for talking about his political views. They fired a whole morning show, you know what I mean. So
Wow.
I mean it's crazy.
Was the
Look,
morning show
depend
liberal?
well his views was what
Conservative, weren't they?
yeah, I could say so.
Yeah, it's more
I don't
conservative
know.
men than women, bro.
I don't know what Ebro was. I ain't gonna speak on that. I ain't gonna assume either because I don't even know. I don't fuck with Ebro like that.
I heard of Ebro.
Um, but um, he I mean, like I said, like type of titles, like that and third is like you putting people in the box and you looking at them differently, or that's what a lot of people do. Not saying that I do it, but
No, that's
they
where
don't
you need
care.
a dialogue at. That's where you need dialogue.
Yeah, but if you were labeled a Democrat, our dialogue is not going to be positive when we first. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you're a Republican and you're talking to Democrat, you're going to be more enticed to yell at that person or spew your views over him than listen to
Most
him. You know what I mean?
people, most people would, but I think myself personally, I'm a listen. I'm going to see because, like I said, just because you're Democrat don't mean you don't have conservative views.
No, but
And
we different. But just like how we different in our little inner circle or amongst our daily lives, there's a individual that's different too. But when they get amongst a crowd and they get riled up, some people act different. You know what I mean? Like you go to a football game, you get drunk. You're normally a good dude when you get drunk. You may be a loud and bro, but you may do at this specific time you with 5 friends, 6 friends, you do a beer. You know what I mean? Because I'd have just, you just don't because you don't start you hit a nigga and then now you talking your shit because you hit a nigga. You don't know him. You were back. I mean, like it's different positions, different places where people will act beyond themselves and will feel a greater, and that goes for the other culture than our culture. Cause we act
oh
big
no,
and
no,
bold. We
you
act big and
facts.
bold. We act big and bold amongst ourselves. You know what I mean? And we have to defend. But like I said, our stuff that's regular and we seem like everyday thing is not the white people. It's not the upper class black people every day. You know what I mean? A gunshot will make them jump, make them scared. You know what I mean? Make them run. A
Right,
gunshot for us, we would just jump and walk and keep it moving. You know what I mean?
and keep it
Oh,
moving, yeah,
oh,
because
it
we
came.
seen it, we've done through it,
Look, look,
yeah,
look, it's like putting our finger up. The wind is blowing west.
yeah. Because I see with gunshots, like I just like if it scare me, you catch off guard, you shrug your shoulder, like
Yeah,
oh, and
yeah,
then you just keep it moving, like and hope it's not near you
yeah, or
or
even a
at you.
firecracker or something, a loud pop. Like what's normal to us as a black culture and inside the hood, it's totally different from someone that grew up in the country and hear gunshots and know that's it's deer season and that's gun. You know what I mean? They don't hear
Nah,
gunshots on
I
every.
got the
You know what I mean?
perfect, I got the perfect shit, bro. Rest in peace, Kareem. I told this story before. Well, after being in Peachtree Corners for so long, when I went up to go smoke weed on the streets, on the corner, I was scared to death because I
Oh
wasn't used to that shit
yeah,
no more, bro.
oh yeah.
I was scared that like y'all niggas gonna smoke right here. Like, bro, what's wrong with you? Rest in peace, Reem. He like, yo, what's wrong with you? We do we. It's like, nah, we don't do this. I haven't done this in like a year or 6 months. It was a long time. I'm used to smoking on the patio. Like maybe sneak one in the living room every now and then if the woman ain't home. But outside in public, and this before everything got legal.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, I was scared to death, and it made me realize how somebody who's not used to the hood, how they would feel if you sitting there rolling up something outside. Yo, my cousin them is crazy, bro. They was sitting there smoking on the streets, bro. These niggas is off the hook, bro. I'm not, yo, we talking about, I don't want that shit. I'm not rolling up nothing. But that's how I'm, bro. That's how I'm feeling. Like, yo, we on the corner, man. He's like, and he got the beer in his hand. That's still not legal.
Rest in peace, Reeve. They got the country
Rest in
club.
peace,
He got the
Reed.
country club.
He
Oh.
had he had switched to Colt 45.
Okay.
But he did. I remember the country club though. I remember the country club. But he had
Yeah,
switched to Colt 45 because they was 16 ounces in $1. And the bottle looked cooler. But I got a couple more vids. And we just gonna react.
Are y'all ever tired of just constantly playing the victim? Oh, you have to do more. You need reparations. White people make my whole life the way that it is. There's no accountability. It's only bitching, whining, complaining. Ally? We just clamor to be the ally of people that shoulder check white people summer. White people are so evil. They've been colonizing us. They drug us from our homeland. We're just dying to be allies for the permanent victim class that is somehow so aggressive. It's like, how are you aggressive and oppressed? It just doesn't work. I don't know which one is worse, Jews or the blacks, because it's like we are the victims.
He said it.
But also better than you. We run everything and we invent everything, but we're still victims. It just never fucking ends. Just love to be the ally for people who hate us, sponging off of everything. We've already gotten reparations, welfare, affirmative action. You will be chosen, especially in blue cities, over any white person, Asian, doesn't matter. Do you go out for these things? No. You're just waiting for those reparations of hundreds of thousands of dollars that will never come. And the Democrats know that they won't, but they just keep tricking you. And you know who your allies are now? It's not the productive white people. It is these people. These are your allies. White liberals that are weird in the head, want to cut things off of their bodies, their children's bodies, want to go in women's locker rooms. Those are your allies. Now, that is the grave that you have dug. So you can go and take a good nap with these fucking mentally ill, closeted racists, the normal whites. Fuck you.
Nurse Jackie?
I mean,
And she said it, like she said names. She named sectors and religions and people. She named names.
all
Because
I can
that's
say
what.
is, I mean, it's out there so much, and you see it so frequent. It's people are just tired of it now. I
That's what I
mean,
mean. Yeah, God, sorry. Black fatigue.
that's the
Go
bottom
ahead.
line.
It's black fatigue, man. And that's what, and this the whole point of this was to show the people. This woman has many. I think I follow her. She might not be the one that says chimp out, but I follow her. Like she has, and it's like I can't call her racist.
Okay.
I can't.
Okay, bro. How many spiritual African American stuff come across your timeline on your social media?
I
How
get the
many? How
positive.
many?
I do
How
get
many?
positive brothers and
How
sisters.
many positive brothers and sisters come across your line? How many?
A lot, a few, quite a few. Because
How many?
you can ask my wife. I actually sit there and scroll for hours on end, bro, from different from my two phones, and it's all different. It would all be different rhythms until they end up syncing off of what I like and what I start watching. But I watch off the tablet. I watch off my old phone still. I watch off the new phone, and I used to watch off the computer. So yes, that's how I know about Shahrazad Ali, Miss Ali. I know about, I can't remember the dude, but the dude you talking about, Muslim dude, and then this one with the long hair, the Imhotep Jesus. Like a lot of stuff goes across my things, and that's why I hit you at random times. Like, y'all want to do a show about this?
What about yours, Nurse Jackie? How many
You don't
positive?
have? Oh, you watch
Oh,
Reddit? So yeah, what comes across your Reddit?
pretty much
positive.
half the stuff we talking about now. Just but not too many religious stuff come through my Reddit feed.
Yeah, Reddick.
Not religious, but positive,
Reddit,
I guess he means.
Reddit is more so like what's on people's minds and what's going on, and like Reddit got a lot of good positive, not positive, but interesting things. You know what I mean? You go down rabbit
Yeah,
holes
you
with
could,
Reddit. You know
yeah.
what I mean? And that's why I like Reddit. Reddit is like informative, real, not real, because some of the
Informative,
shit be
yeah.
bullshit, but it's real informative and details about certain things that's underground. A lot of underground stuff too. Like I mean, so I do like Reddit, but like I just think a lot of people gravitate to the negative, e- even if they get positive. You know what I mean? Like the positive get looked at, and this goes with the likes and like I said, people don't hit the like button so often. You just skim through and okay, I do like that. You know what I mean? And double tap the button, or go to that corner, then press the heart or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
If you got a cracked phone, you ain't doing like there's a whole bunch of different variables that come into not getting a like, after a person do liking your shit. You know what I mean? And that's why the ratios of viewership and likeness is real off.
It's
You
a
know what I
big
mean?
disparage.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah. Like
disparaging. Yeah.
you're not gonna get half. You had 400,000 views. You're not gonna get half of likes. You know what I mean? Like what you would think you would, or at least 40%. Yeah, that percentage is very different. You know what I mean? So um, I just think the negative outweighs the positive in a sense. And or people gravitate, like you said with the news, like what's more, what's more sweeter to tell you. You know what I mean? Tell you this way or tell you that way. You know what I mean? So yeah, I understand that, but and go back to that lady. Um, fuck her first and foremost. But she's mad as an American. You know what I mean? I can't get mad at her because it's what's presented to her. Now,
Mhm.
do she walk down the street and have the same feeling in her neighborhood? I don't know. Do she see that in front of her? Maybe she do. Maybe
I
she
don't think
maybe
she's
she
talking to us, bro. She's not
she's not.
talking to us, as in us three on this panel
Yeah,
right here.
no, but see,
She's not
bro,
talking to
but
us.
it may not be talking to us, but when we looked at as a bunch. You know what I
And
mean?
that's a
There,
fact.
no,
And that's on
no
black
one is
people, not
picking. But
her.
like, you know what, Uncle Jackie and Miss Jackie, Miss Nurse Jackie, and Doc, they some good African dude. They not looking at that, bro, and that's the
No, they
reason
not.
why.
That was the whole point of the show, bro. That's on black people. That's
Yeah,
on us because
no,
people
no, no.
getting
Again,
tired of
yeah,
it.
I'm about to get that. I'm about to get that. I'm about to get that. It goes to us having self-discipline and self-respect for each other, and us three. You know what I mean? And not saying that we have to be the standards of people, but there's no
No,
leaders. There's no leaders for us. There's no one that's going in top like yo, bro. Pull up your pants. And when we do get there, bro, we get shot down. We get bumped out. We get rubbed out. Our past get brought up if we did some dirt. You know what I mean, bro? Like if we ever hit big, bro, you think our street thing ain't gonna come out, bro? Like it,
I'm
like
gonna do Eminem, bro. I'm gonna do Eminem, and I'm gonna put it out there first. Before you try to diss me, I'm just gonna put it
yeah,
out there first.
but but a motherfucker gonna be like, yeah, but you ain't talking about that person that you understand that did some reckless shit off your reckless shit. You know what I mean? Like there's so many like things and they could fine tune it. And once your character is fainted or tainted, it's hard to get it back to what it normally is. You know what I mean? And and yes,
True.
you may get value back in yourself or value in your name again, but it would never be the top as it was. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Trevor
Um,
Bauer.
so I mean to go back to her thing, go back and keep it on the video. You know what I mean? I don't mean to cut off, go off topic, but keep it on the video with that lady. She's speaking of her views of white America. You know what I mean? That been born, raised here, and that's how they feel, and that's why she named names as far as specific people and cultures that
I
bro.
kind of
I'm
agree with her
I'm
though, bro.
I'm American. I'm American, so I agree with her too. But I agree with her in every aspect because I'm American, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
not putting no colors on it, you know what I mean? And the same people that's calling for reparation ain't the same people that's on welfare. You understand what I'm saying? The same people that did want reparation. Cause right, I'm not saying that reparation ain't still owed to us, whoever the case may be, but
I
we
don't think
passed
so. It's
that.
over for that.
We
It's
we
over
we
for
we
that,
we,
bro.
we passed
We
that. You know what I
got
mean?
it already,
Like
bro.
nah, we ain't get it, but
Yes, we did,
but
bro. All that free, all them shit that was made for black people and black
what,
people alone. It
bro,
was like the free welfare, the free
bro,
room and board. All that
bro.
shit is the part of the
What
reparation.
free
If you
room and
ask
board?
me,
What free room and board? What are we talking about?
paying rent, $1 rent, paying two
Where that
dollars for rent,
low income?
bruh. And
That's what you talking
bro, a
about?
lot of that goes back to where I'm saying
Hold on,
a lot of them
hold
low
on.
income
You
people were frauds.
but
They
look,
were just
okay,
playing the system.
but then you got white people low income. You got Jewish people low income. I mean,
You
but see,
do.
it's more of us because we. That's not, man. That's not reparation, and we stand for that. We gonna be fools. You understand? But like I said, I think we passed that point of reparation. And
Yeah,
if they
we are
happen,
past that,
and if
if
they
anything.
happen to give it to us, yeah. But what I want the most, as me being an American, this is just real talk. As me being a Black American, what I want is the government to say, you know what, we fucked up. We
Respect.
fucked
That's
up.
all you want is
We
respect.
we fucked up, and you know what? From now on, I'm gonna look at you as a regular American. That's what I want my people. That's what I
You
want white
want
America to look
respect.
at me. You know what I mean? Exactly, bro. And that's what it comes down to. Because, like I said, I'm a human being before anything. You know what I mean? And once I feel disrespected as a man, as a human being, then I have to change that, bro. Like I have to do something to accordingly, and it may be right or wrong in some other odds. But as a man, I have to stand my ground because if you make me feel less than a man, I'm gonna have to walk with a tail, my tail between my legs, and I'm doing that, bro. And
Yeah, I ain't even going.
everybody need to understand that for every man. That's for every man.
It's not a lot of men anymore, but I get what you're saying, definitely. But just to keep it going, because I don't want to
Hmm.
be on
Yeah,
past like 11:30.
yeah.
We gonna
Keep
get
on
to another
blessing.
one. How do y'all feel about this topic right here? Because this one is real to me.
I don't know how to say this nicely, but female rappers have got to go. You guys are not icons or role models. You guys are infiltrators that's been sent to disrupt and dismantle the Black community. Disgusting. We are tired of the filth that you are pouring into the community. We're tired of the ass shaking. We are tired of the prostitution music. It is disgusting and we don't want it. We just simply are done with it. And the fact that you don't have respect for yourselves, God, men, you don't respect anything. We draw the line there. That's where we draw the line. So if you're promoting dysfunction, man hating, delusion, yeah, we're no longer supporting it, and your time is up. And I'm telling you right now, Sexy Red, you are up first. We are coming for you. Your days are numbered. And Lizzo, if you think that you're going to get in on this dysfunction and push the ass shaking and all the twerking and all the dysfunction, you're next. We don't care about Grammys. We don't care about money. We don't care about any of it. We care about building. We care about the future of the youth, and we care about being innovative within the Black community so we can contribute to society. Not this crap you guys are doing, shaking your asses. It is disgusting, and it is dismantling the Black community. As long as we continue to support the disgusting music, we will continue to be the most overweight, responsible for most of the abortions, least likely to get married, the most likely to be a single mother, most likely to raise a criminal, highest student loan debt, yet most
And these are facts and spitting. You
the
can
most
look up
likely
the
to be
percentages.
depressed, the most likely to get an STD, the most likely to be infertile. Is all these alarming statistics that come behind the things that we support. And we don't understand that these things are affecting us at an alarming rate, especially as Black women. So the trashy music is out. It has to go. And anybody that wants to support it, you're out too.
Nurse Jackie?
Yes. Hello?
Yeah. Did you see the video?
Of course. I mean, she pretty much said what we talked about earlier, that the generation like nowadays have no role model, no one to really look up to. And that's pretty much what she was saying, in my opinion.
Yeah, in a nutshell, that like if you were a young girl coming up, who are you supposed to look up to? Like beyond your mom, like, and
I
if you're
mean,
lucky, grandma, like who are you to look up to?
Look up to
I
that
mean, back
gymnastic
then you
girl.
had doctors, lawyers, stuff like
But
that.
but I
Nowadays, it's
mean, do we have access?
trying to
We
be
don't even have
rappers
access to
and
them. Sometimes we can't even get access to a doctor or a lawyer because they're too busy to be big brothers and unks or whatever it's supposed to be that we supposed to, you gotta hope that one ends up in your family and you can catch them on the weekends or something like that. It's like very, very, very difficult now, especially if your aunt is she a twerker and your other aunt is a neck roller, your mom's is whatever, two-time single mom. Like, what are you looking up to? Like, what is there to like? Unless you went to the WNBA, there's not much. How many people like Candace Owens? People don't like Candace Owens because she married a white dude, and she's black and she's a pretty woman, and she calls out the whole culture that we're going through now. So that they're experiencing now. So they don't like her. So they're not gonna give that child access to a Candace Owens. Because that child might come back and say, "Mommy, is she talking about you or auntie or whatever?"
but I mean, it's sad to say. It's sad, but it's true.
That's very factual. And when they actually get rid of that shit and hold these women accountable, these sexy reds, booty hole, pink, brown, and all that shit, hold these people accountable for that bullshit, then it might be something. We got to bring back the shaming, man. And I know it was some bullshit, some liberal shit when they said slut shaming. That's the thing. Like, you're not ashamed to be a slut yourself. Like, that's something you can control, just like your weight. You can control that. So we need to bring the shaming tactics back, make people scared to do stupid things. And that's just me. But hold up, do I got something else? Oh, yeah. This is a big my fault, Doc. Did you have something to say about what she said with the rappers?
No, I agree with everything she said. I
Yeah,
agree with
it's
everything
like,
she said.
yeah, there ain't nothing But here's another one with Kendra, and oh man, it's just crazy. Shout out to Kendra G.
I know you have a son. I have five. How about the same man? Absolutely not. What's wrong with having kids by the same man?
Right.
Absolutely nothing. We just don't. Absolutely nothing. Unfortunately, that just was not what panned out. Okay, five. You mentioned kids. How many kids do you have, baby girl? I have four. They all by the same man? No, ma'am. How many men? Three. Do you have any kids? Yes, I have three. All by the same man? No. How many men? Three different men. Do you have any kids? I do. How many kids?
See, this is embarrassing and it's not looked at as such.
How many men? Three. I got three. I got a 10-year-old, a 1-year-old, and a 4-month-old. Do they all have the same dad? No, I got three baby daddies. You have any children? Yes, I have 7. You really have 7 kids? Yeah. You gave birth to 7 kids? Yes. You're 33 years old? Yes. How many men? 1.
I smell bullshit.
Why would not list that man? Are you with him? You're married?
No, I'm engaged to a different person.
Okay, you have 7 kids by somebody else, and you're engaged. So why are you calling me?
Somebody lying.
And all these kids are by the same man.
You can say that.
No.
You can say that. What?
Don't ask me.
Oh Lord.
Okay. So you have 7 kids. Are they all by the same man or not?
Come on, Mark.
How many men do you have kids by?
5.
I like her. I like her show.
All your kids were by one man. You have any kids? The same man? How many men? How many kids do you have?
I have 7.
You have 7 children?
It's the magic number now.
You know what the same man?
The last 4, yes.
Why you not with this man? Because you got a 4-year-old, 2 3-year-olds, and a 1-year-old.
Long story. When I met him, I didn't know he was married until I got pregnant, and that's when I
And got pregnant again and again and again.
Right.
45, he was married. A year. Okay, so that means you had 4 kids by him knowing he was pregnant. I mean, married.
4.
Yes, I have 7.
You have
7 again.
Mhm.
So you put 7 kids together?
The last one I had a C-section, but yes,
By how many men?
3.
And do you have any children?
Yes, I have 5.
All by the same man?
No.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me I ain't surprised.
Control your emotions enough for us to win.
Bro, what was that, bro? Tell me, what was that, bro?
Wow.
Nerve Jackie, excuse me. Let's start off with the young lady. Ladies first.
all I can say is wow. I mean, that's really all I can say. I mean, that's sad, honestly.
And that's
mean,
like a
yeah,
part 1 because I got a whole nother video of different women saying this.
Yeah, yeah. That show. I watched. I tuned in one day because I seen this girl going at it with her, and they started off with a wrong foot. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And sometimes she's wrong too. The host sometimes get it
Yeah,
wrong
she's
too.
the
You
woman,
know what I
so
mean?
it happens.
But I went deep diving inside her shows. I said, oh, her shit crazy.
Nah, her show dope, bro. Kendra
Yeah, it
G,
is.
shout out to
I like
Kendra
it.
G.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
her show. I like her show.
Go ahead, Nurse Jackie. What were you saying?
All I was saying is I mean, yeah, we laugh at their expense and everything, but that's just sad because it's like you haven't like they're having all of these kids and you're either gonna grow like raise them to be the daughters will probably end up being like you and your sons will probably end up being like maybe
Simps.
yeah.
Feminine simps.
So it's like at the end of the
Emotional.
day, it's just really sad.
Hey, good morning, Miss Brinson.
What's up, Miss Brenton? Morning.
Good morning.
Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays to you. Yo, that's embarrassing though, man. You see, one of them was real embarrassed. Like one, yeah, right. One. You could say that. No, how many you got? 5. Jesus. Bruh. And nobody telling them shit is wrong. That's why Doc like that show, because she be telling them shit. She asks them, well, why ain't you with the last man? You know what I mean?
Yep.
But you know what? And rest in peace to Kevin Samuel. Because after Kevin Samuel kicked her off of his show, I don't know if people know that. She was a guest on his show one time.
I thought I seen her on his show.
Yeah,
I really
bro.
Thought, I
And
really thought. I was like,
he
your
kept
face
beating
is mad
around the bush.
familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, and he
she
kicked her
was a
off
big,
his
like,
show for beating
yeah.
around the
Yeah.
bush too much.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah,
up and coming at that time. And he's like, Kendra, listen, blah, blah, blah. But Kendra, blah, blah, blah. But I ain't got time for that shit. And then she stepped her game all the way up. She started sounding like him. And it was like, it's beautiful coming from a woman. And that woman is black. So it's like, what you want? The woman telling you the same exact shit the nigga that you didn't want to hear from told you.
But her energy is strong, and I like that. You know what I mean?
I like Kendra G. I like Kendra G. I definitely do. I ain't going front. Shout out to Kendra G again. She's dope.
See, I even know her name, so and I'm still not gonna remember her name. So pardon me, Kendra. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I see a lot of stuff comes through my time. You see, dating comes up on my timeline. So everything, like I sit there and I look at everything. Like it be days where audits pop up a whole lot. Now, like right now, audits and animals pop up right now because I'm looking at the Casual Geographic dude. So you heard of him too? So it's like depending on what you want to look at. That's why I look at three different communication systems. Let's say that three different phones or and pads or whatever the hell. It's three different algorithms. And then eventually they all sync because of what I like and what I look at. But definitely a lot of positive shit. Kendra G, a lot of Kevin. Like if I sit and look at a Kendra G video, Kevin Samuel videos are not far away from it. And then they're gonna show me videos that are similar to Kevin Samuel or Kendra G videos. And that's how I end up knowing about Myron and all these folks and the whatever podcast. And yeah, bro, it's like, yeah, you just end up diving down, going down wormholes, pause, and then you just shit. I learned a lot doing this shit while trying to learn and listen and you know what I mean, be entertained by shit. But man, what we got? Yeah, shit is real, bro. As far as the last little thing I want to talk about before we go, man. As black folks, man, where we headed? Nurse Jackie.
I mean, even if we do, I really don't know, cause I went. It's not too late for things to kind of turn around, but it kind of do
No.
seem like it is.
Mm, Go ahead, Doc.
What was the thing you just asked? I'm sorry.
Where you think black folks are headed? Where are we headed as a people?
Uh, well, I
As
mean
honest as you can
the
be,
okay,
bro.
the general outlook, because what they show us, I mean, there's we be heading down the wrong road, but the positive, the stuff that's about to be managed and be somehow put into mainstream, it's gonna be put out there. The Black Panther, and I say that because we got the Black Panther Party making the strong moves out in Philadelphia, and making the way around the East Coast now. And I think that things going to change as far as we need leaders, and who's going to step into that place and who's going to get respected. You know what I mean? It's two different things. So in general, we look bad. You know what I mean? That's all I could say if you want me to put it in that direction. But there's some light coming shining through that dark armor. You know what I mean?
See, I for me, and I appreciate you and Nurse Jackie on y'all takes. For me, man, I don't know. To keep it 100, it all starts at home. So if the home is still going to be led by the same people, then all they're going to do is pass down bullshit, misinformation, and hateful rhetoric toward other races, genders, because it's never their fault. You get what I mean? So it would take for the children, because I even see that now. You see the 20-year olds, 21, 22-year olds doing their post about these kind of women and toxicity, period. Because if you got the women leading, they the ones, 70% of them are the ones who are raising the boys. And then you will always hear women say, I can't raise a boy to be no man. Then what's am I being a sexist or am I speaking the truth?
I I I don't get that. Like female. Sorry, Miss Jackie, that could say it, but this how I feel after hearing hearing it from myself from somebody. You know what I mean? And this person not even black. You know what I mean? But it's inside that culture realms. You know what I mean? But but when you say your child has a problem. My son has a attitude problem. My son has a issue that he didn't have prior to you being inside his life. But since the bump in the heads, and I want to take advantage of the situation, and I could because I'm the mother, you know what I mean? The separation of the father out the household, and then now your kids have problems because the father is no longer there. You let him talk to you and deal with you however you let him. You know what I mean? And you trying to raise him as a single parent, yes. But there's something that's called co-parent that a lot of females don't allow to happen because
Exactly.
their emotion
Lose
and they
power.
want to control the power. Yes, emotion and power. I was about to say
And
control, but power.
no, it's the same shit. The
No, same
control,
thing.
the
No, no, no.
power.
That's why I switched to you because it's power. It's control. Power and
Mhm.
control, the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like you ain't never lied, bro. And I mean, Nurse Jackie, let me know if you got something to say.
Not
Um,
that I was gonna say the same thing. It's just a pun. Like it's
yeah,
basically to kind of have control over you.
Yeah, I can't say communication because if the communication line is always open, and you may not like, okay, not saying me, but the female may not like what's going on inside your household, be if there's another female, or the guy may not like what, but like a lot of guys, like we don't care after we finish dealing with you. Yeah, we may have some attachment, but we be good. We on and going. You know what I mean? And I would think it's just taking care of the baby. And females
yeah.
was like, oh, nah, you can't go this weekend. Like it just
Especially
too
when you
much.
ain't giving them a thought, you ain't giving that call.
Yeah,
Hey, what's up with you? I don't care about you. I mean, how are you doing? But not what's up
yeah,
with
but
you.
but
You get
but
what I
yeah, but not,
mean?
yeah, let it no pass like your common wealth, like you common health. You good? You good? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
like you're the mom. So how are you
Yeah.
doing? It's not no how you doing. Shout to Joey. How you doing? It's not that no more. And usually after that, and then it's like, yeah, you disgust me now anyway. So it's
Hmm.
like I don't really want to, especially now that I'm free. I definitely don't want to go back to what the hell we did have because it was disgusting. And then that part is what get the bitch. Oh, this, or they talk shit about how you all caught up on them and you'll be back and they wrong.
Or like I said, they don't like your other partner, or he should have come around with her, or to pick up the baby.
Yeah, some
Like, like,
stupid
like,
shit.
like,
Yep.
my life is my life. Let me do and get my child, your child. I mean, okay, like if she's a bad person, then no, you know what I mean. Or a guy should have his, uh, you know, God again, like guys ain't gonna have all their girls around. I mean, you're
Yeah,
gonna
good
have different
morning. Hit
girls.
that
You're gonna have
like,
different.
sub, and share button. Appreciate you for tuning in.
Yeah, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, it just be power. Cause
Yeah, I
we was
mean,
coming up
everything
and shit.
starts at the home, bro. And my point earlier I was making, if everything's starting at the home and your home ain't solid, then you ain't really gonna be solid. And guess where you gonna pick up shit from? From the
Hmm.
streets. And it might not be, you might not meet that motherfucker, them dudes that we met per se, that's not giving us no bull information.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because other people look up to people 2 years older than them. You get what I'm saying? Like, huh? You look up to him? Like respect is one thing, but look up to like how we saw people thought they was Flacco, no names, you know what I mean? Like we all brothers, but you ain't no, no. What are you doing? You know what I mean? So that's never gonna work out, bro. That's the blind leading the blind. I'm 15. I'm listening to somebody that's 17. That's not my brother who learned from my father, our father. Excuse me. That is much. That's different right there. That's very
that
different.
that that that's very different.
That is yes.
That's definitely
That's
different.
very very different.
That's ours in the household.
Exactly. Like yes. There's love here, and
Yeah,
those are the kids that get slept on when it come to getting busy in the street because they don't want to get busy because that's not how they grew up. But if you got a parent like us, then we gonna teach you how to get busy just in case. And then when you like when I was in Peachtree Corners, forget about they dad teaching them. They were going to legitimate senseis and MMA classes. Like ain't nobody getting you ain't never heard no rapper talk about Peachtree Corners. Come on now. Let's stop playing. It's not the streets, it's not the hood. But those are them kids, like that white boy, that one white boy you think is soft, and he busts out and he come out with his hands up a way you never seen before.
yep.
Oh yeah, now
Oh,
keep going,
oh
keep
shit!
going.
Right.
You ain't that everyday white boy.
Keep going. You thought because people be thinking all white boys are soft or this, that, and the third. Like it's a whole lot of stereotypes.
Shout out to
Like
Mighty
all
Whitey.
Asian people, know karate. No, Jackie don't know karate.
Really?
Yes, you do.
She don't know none. She don't play mahjong. None of that.
She said she may not know karate, but she sure know crazy.
I ain't gonna front. She do be looking at Chow Yun Fat movies different. Like,
Um,
you hard boiled.
Gonna take a gun. She's gonna take the gun out the hand and fucking
That's what
shoot
I'm
you back
saying, bro.
over.
Look, Chow Yun Fat movies different. uh
Stuck on stupid.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. This is a little anecdote. This wasn't an anecdote. It was me fearing for my life a little bit. I remember when somebody told me when they first got with me, like, yeah, I went to school for pathology. Yeah, that's how I know how to kill you without leaving a trace. Like, what the fuck? What kind of shit is that?
I know how to get rid of the bones, Negro.
Nobody will ever know, and you gonna probably drop on your way walking back home. Oh, really? It was love at first sight. But now we about to get up out of here. Appreciate everybody that came through, man. Feel free to rewind. It was several videos. We reacted to a few videos. Rewind, leave a comment, how you feel, where we going as black folks, as a culture. Is our culture really just shaking ass and then, popping pills and shit? Is that? Is that what we're leaning toward? I know I meant to put that somewhere in there. Like, our culture is like, what is it now? We used to have great, greatness and all that, but whatever, man. Let me know what y'all feel, man. I appreciate Nurse Jackie and you, Doc. Appreciate you.
thank
Miss
you
Brinson.
for having me on.
Huh? No, of course, of course.
You know you
Chris Tom,
co-producer.
appreciate
You
you.
come on. You know you can press the button anytime and cancel and put on the show yourself and come on the show.
All right.
Mhm. Now this was an interesting topic today.
Yeah, this was.
Yeah, I was wondering. I knew you wasn't gonna be able to resist, not for long.
I just
Especially when
woke
you
up,
started
bro.
commenting. You started commenting 30 times a minute.
Once I seen it come on, I was pause. I was like, okay, I'm going there, support the show. I support it from this side. You know what I mean? I was just waking up. I was making my
Okay,
coffee, sipping my
okay.
coffee, and
But no, I appreciate it, man. I mean, I want everybody to have a happy football Sunday.
yeah, I'm
We
definitely
about
gonna
to
watch that.
ball out. I know we balled out yesterday, as in the Houston Texans. But
Oh man,
hopefully the Giants will be able to do something for this young man over here and this young woman, because she's a Giants fan. But let's pray for them if you pray. And
Don't worry about. Please don't worry about us, bro. We don't need you. We good. We don't need that. No nothing from you, bro. Because every time I hear
somebody
nothing
need
from
me
you,
to somebody
nah,
need me to put my app on the phone if they're gonna watch the game. So one of y'all need me.
well. All she got to do, just in case you don't know, I know you got the
Nah.
password.
Hold up. Why am I
Go,
gonna talk over you? I could just mute
go,
you.
go to history.
Yeah.
Go to history.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
You woke me up with my coffee. I ain't eat nothing yet, so I'm gonna put on the game and make something to
You
eat.
live again.
Yeah,
You ain't talking to yourself.
Oh, I know.
But nah, we up out of here, yo. Nurse Jackie got up out of here. Like, hey, if can I forgot what my correspondent. Can my correspondent pour me some strawberry soda, please? All right, now, as I wait for this strawberry soda that I hope my loving correspondent gets me,
Just for the
I
record,
just want to,
strawberry soda
we
sound
going to thank
nasty.
everybody.
Yeah, that sound good, boys.
Strawberry soda from Sunkiss, you crazy?
No, I was
Only
about to
one
say
better than Welch's.
maybe it's good just one or two times. You know what I mean? That's not to have a big 2 liter. You know what I mean?
No,
I
I
don't
got
think
a
so.
Nah, see, the reason I get a 2 liter because down here, if you go to the corner store, the 2 liters they have them on sale for 149. You know, everywhere else like
Yeah.
239, 250.
Facts. Facts.
So
Facts.
yeah, so I'll snatch
I
up.
respect that. I respect that. I understand. Okay.
But it's only certain brands though. Like sometimes, like one time, I know not to do it no more. Hold on, let me end this shit and we can
Yeah, I'm
talk
about to
off.
say, yo.
Yo, Juan, we out.
Peace, y'all.